Hello, I'm Audio. Let's talk to Ryoma about Motonari. How does that sound? Ryoma met him, if you recall, so Ryoma knows a little bit more about him than other people. Kind of because Takuga and Mori made like a, not an alliance so much, but like a truce kind of thing. Ryoma hates him. Motonari doesn't really care that much about Takuga. He admires their strength, I guess. I'm Audio. Hello. Alright, so Ryoma. Okay. Alright, Ryoma. When I first played this game, Ryoma was like 3 out of 10. Now Ryoma is like 9 out of 10. Maybe 10 out of 10. Maybe 12 out of 10. I don't know, but Ryoma's kind of high level now, so. Oh, speaking of Ryoma's level, it's decent. Yeah, that was a good that was the worst segue on earth. Fuck it, you know. But anyway, they're explaining to you, because you know I got cursed, and you should know if you read any of Takuga's events. I think even some of Hojo's allude to it. You know, a yokai put a curse on someone, you kill the yokai, curse gets lifted. Not all yokai are like that, because 3G's nice. And apparently 3G knew this shit all along and he didn't fucking say anything, because he's an asshole. So, whatever. I like how in this game they treat yokai as like a network, you know? 3G knows all the yokai, EQ knows all the yokai, they both have phone calls to specific yokai at all times, they can just do that. Masamune and Ieyasu both kind of do that. It's not the same. It's not comic when they do it. But, you know, I mean, there's just the yokai friend network, okay? It's like blackpeoplemeet.com except for yokai, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, my plans are to go kill, I forgot its name already, Daidara or something, and it looks like shit. It's probably the ugliest looking yokai on Earth. It's probably happy when you kill it, you'll see what I mean, because we're actually going to do that in this part. We're going to the road to Hades. This is a fucking awful dungeon. I made a video on it. It's not awful, it's fun. Okay, just let me finish. I made a video where I go through it, and like the end of it and everything. I'm not going through the whole thing in this fucking playthrough. No. I don't even have the units to do it. Most of my units are shitty for this. It's good enough to get to Daidara though. He's on like floor 5 or something. He's not even very far in. So yeah. I guess I can talk a little bit about dungeon strategy. You pretty much always want to put a ninja in. Gecko, Kiku, Suzume, they're all really fast. They always work out. And I prefer to throw in a tactician because the buffs go out with the tactician when they show up, you know, so you don't have to use the skill. And it's just helpful. And usually you don't need to send in 2 ninjas, I just am, because other people are way more optimal about this than I am. I don't fucking like dungeons, I don't care about dungeons. You'll see me waste 2 ninja attacks like that in a row in dungeons because I hate them. So, that is how that goes. I do not care about how well I perform. I just need to do what I need to do in the dungeons. And that's why I still, after fucking like 3 years, haven't fought Orochi because I have to try. I don't wanna try against Orochi. Oh, this isn't a unique scene. That's just still being shirtless. Okay, yeah. Yeah, cool job. So yeah, what? Hani's going first? I don't even think she'll one-shot it, but oh, well, the middle one. That one, yeah. Anyway. I mentioned it in one of my other playthroughs, but Yuzura, his sprite is really cool. I like the way his sprite looks. One of my favorite sprites in the game. But he's not a particularly impressive unit. And I don't like the way his character CG looks at all. It looks pretty bad. He looks kind of like an old woman in most of them. I'll show you what I mean. It sounds so random. Just, you know, oh, and you don't necessarily want to attack with a ninja in the back row. You just want it there to switch people out and stuff. Like, they go really fast. If you, like, I can tell him to switch, and he goes again really quick, you know what I mean? I don't really know how all the speed mechanics work either. It's just that I know units like Gecko and Suzume in particular, and Kento, and Kiku. Not all ninjas are super fast like that, but For some reason, these ones are in these battles. Still don't understand it. I don't even know if there's a super in-depth guide on the wiki anywhere. Anyway, look at Yuzuru Sprite. He's cool. Alright, that's a cool slash attack. He's cool. Most of the time. Alright. Yeah, you know, I mean... you can only kill a squid man so many times before... You know? Fuck. Okay, well, here's what I was talking about Yuzura, I guess. Yuzuhara. I'm gonna fucking mix up their names now. Oh god. But, she's got 3 flags. She does decent damage. Kenshin with 5 flags does more damage, so... That's what I mean. She's already out of flags. She's okay. She's just okay. Switch. Fuck yeah, I don't care. Cool job, Gecko. Switch him out. Oh, and Syl just shows up randomly. You don't have any real control over when she shows up, it just happens. So... That's really all I have to say about that. She usually shows up pretty early though, they don't save her until last or anything. And apparently it's on floor 7 Daidara shows up, and there he is, the ugliest yokai to have ever existed or lived. So, there you go. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it really. Alright, Rance, finish off the Hani, I guess, because time is important. Kill this stupid thing. That's done. And now, you get to see some cool stuff. People don't usually do this. People don't usually decurse Motonari. Very few people that I speak to have actually done it. Just because they don't know it exists. They don't recruit Takuga members. The biggest reason, though, is because the Demon Army always takes over Mori. Because, you know, people don't usually play through the game more than once or twice. And, you know, by that time, they've never gone through with the Mori stuff. They've never explored Mori very well. So yeah, Daidara's dead. It'll show the scene with him at some point. I guess it'll fight them. Once anyway here. It might show it while we enter combat. It might show it... My bad. It might show it before... the next turn. Oh, gathered food merchants, you sure? Alright. That's good for me, you know what I'm saying? Because then I get to do this. Yeah. Give him the 1, 2, 3. You get it? Because all I gotta do is attack with Rance 3 times and I win. That's how you do it. Well, ideally, you know, if I didn't up his stats, because it's a, you know, it's like a defensive battle for them, so I get a, I don't know, I don't even know food merchant stats. They're bad, but you know, I mean, what do you expect? They're supposed to be horrible. What are they doing? These are the people who are too old or too sick to fight normally, so instead they're running food stands, you know? Because I mean, it's war, right? There's conscription. That's how it works. Anyway, here you go. This is pretty nifty. I don't really remember all their reactions to this stuff, but... Yes, he keeps the panda. He keeps the fucking panda. He keeps his solid steel mustache as well, which looks cool. So... and anyway, the wiki says this has its pros and cons. It's basically bad though. Fighting Motonari like this is harder. He has commander charge, he's pretty high level, and his unit size is tremendous. He's also got pretty good stats, so it's not necessarily a good idea to put yourself in this position. But if, you know, there he is. He's level 50, that's not bad. You know, he's just a good unit, but like, once you've gotten Motonari in his cursed form, like, if you beat the shit out of it, then you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna want to do this to him. Make it a little easier for you. Actually, that fucking Ahen Shoni faggot keeps showing up. He's a real pain. Elena too, yeah. For all guard, because I don't want to sit here and have my front row get butt pounded by Motonari, which is almost a guarantee. Hit this guy so we can put up his guard again, and then I can meat shot him with my fucking muskets. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna get penetrating shot for Yuzahara because of shit like this. I hate it so much. I'd much rather hit Montanari and Shonin for like 300 damage than that fucking guy for however much I hit him. So, I mean, that's a no-brainer though, you know, and yeah. I don't need to wipe anyone out. You obviously can't capture Montanari even when he's like this. He's just there. Same as all the other leaders. Nothing really changed. For, you know, other than his stats. All the same rules apply that have always applied. So Gecko, you are unprotected. It shouldn't matter though. Yeah, so this is really annoying because like I fucking hate fighting Mori. Have I mentioned this? I hate fighting them because this is what all the battles come out to be. If you don't take out this Miko soon, he's here and he's like this and he's a pain in the dick because he can. When Montanari is in his cursed form, that Shonin guy can full heal him, and he's not weak. He does pretty decent damage when he attacks like that. Usually his defense is his weak point. I think the wiki says his defense is set to 1 at all times. I don't disagree with that. It's probably true. I haven't tested it. And but like Mori just has a ton of big guards, ton of big archers, enough monks to make your guards worthless. They're just fucking annoying. Like they're so hard to fight conventionally. You've got to use special tactics. Okay, so I don't even play StarCraft. This again, eh? No biggie. Actually, let's see what we got here. Asset tech, 7 gold. I'm rich! H scene, so I'll see you guys in the next part.